Welcome back to Arizona Home Tours. Today we are looking at three gorgeous homes from Toll Brothers. And what I love about these homes and communities is really what you get for your money. If you're looking for incentives, I'm talking $25,000 plus an additional $7,500 in certain situations, then this is the one for you. Some of these homes start in the mid 400s. That's right, for a Toll Brothers brand new home. Plus you're going to use those incentives. So we're going to be looking at three out here in this great community. I hope you like it. Let me know which one is your favorite. Let's kick it off. So this first model we're looking at, this is the Peletier Contemporary Farmhouse. And this is the model, so right there, that's the sales office. Normally, that would be your driveway and garage, but we're not there yet. So like I said, if you're looking for incentives and deals, you want to save over 30 grand, they have that option here for you. So they're offering $25,000 off the quick move-ins. I have a full list in my hand of what is currently available. I don't want to run through it right now because that list is going to be changing, and it does change as they start selling. So if you want the most up-to-date, just shoot me a message either on Instagram, email, call, or text, and I'll get that over to you. But 25 grand there. And then if you use their preferred lender, they're offering another $7,500 in closing costs. So you can use that 25 grand and that 7,500 for closing costs, buy down the rate, and especially with today's high rates, that's probably what I would do. You know, combination of both or all three, and go from there. So this home starts at a base price of $489.95. Now the home we're in right now, the Contemporary Farmhouse, that starts at a base of $497.995. Now you can get this home 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3 bathrooms, a 2-car garage. It's 2 stories and a little over 2,300 square feet. I love the simplicity of this home, the layout, and just how functional it is, right? I mean, what does that even mean, functional? Well, you have your space, you have everything you need, and you can get into a brand new home. Especially the quick movements that are right now, looking at the price list in my hand, by the time you apply those incentives, it could be in the low 500s. So it's going to be pretty hard to find a brand new home from Toll Brothers at that price point. And if you look at the resale prices right now, it's crazy. Yeah, we're in San Antonio Valley, Queen Creek area. In Queen Creek's prices are going like crazy, but I know for a fact that Gilbert's median price right now is around $585. And Queen Creek is right there too. So that's where a lot of my clients are taking advantage of from the builders, the incentives to combat the high rates. Now, if that's not you and you're really not interested in a new build, you know, I do work a lot of resale as well. So some people don't want a new build or they want certain communities, certain neighborhoods. I totally get it. But that's where we negotiate a seller concession and get the seller to give us that money that we use to buy down the rate. So we will go outside here in a moment, check out that beautiful backyard. And I want to talk about those doors in a second. But just to give you an idea, one more overlook. We have the beautiful dining area, living room space, great kitchen, nice pantry. It's all right here, nice and open. Gotta love it. So let's head upstairs. I really didn't want to show 2-story homes today. I strained my quad playing hockey last week, and I was trying to stick to single story. But, oh well. So as soon as we get upstairs, nice big loft. Again, plenty of lighting. This model, they have speakers in the ceilings. And I want to show you one of my favorite features of this home, and that is the window coverings. So this opens up, the touch of a hand, slides up and down, just adds a really nice touch. Also easy to clean, take care of, and performs as it should. So all of our bedrooms are on this level. We have your primary to the right, which we'll be seeing here momentarily. But first we're going to check out these 2 bedrooms back here. We have laundry on the same floor as the bedrooms, which only makes sense. Again, pretty basic, pretty simple laundry room. No utility sink, no storage really, but you have what you need. this first guest bedroom. So as you see on other videos I've done where the bedrooms are so tiny, at least this one, again, a standard size. You have room for a dresser, actually. You have room for a chair even. Pretty basic closet. And this is a great area too. It's close to shopping, close to stores, restaurants, and you can look out that window right there and see, so let me move the blinds here, maybe not, see the Santan Mountains out there. And it's really close to Santan Mountain Regional Park. One of my favorite spots to go to here in Arizona. $85 for a year pass gets you into any Maricopa County park. Definitely well worth it. The trails there are great. You can hike, walk, run, mountain bike, horseback ride. My kids love it. I love it. If you want to see scorpions, you can go there at night with the black light, and you will definitely find them. It will take you about 2 minutes. With that said, you'll also find rattlesnakes. I've been out there hiking before, about stepped on one. So it's not like they're everywhere. They don't want to see me. And I'll let them be as well. But it is kind of cool to see exactly. Just, you're in their environment. So yeah, pretty basic room, similar to the last one. A little tight, there were 2 bedrooms, or 2 beds. So we're going to check out that primary, and then we're going to go outside. So you can see a gorgeous backyard. Plenty of room here. I like to have the reading lights above the bed with switches on both sides. You have the same window coverings that I was talking about earlier. But these ones, I don't want to break it. View of the backyard, more views of the mountains. It's another gorgeous sunny day in Arizona, which is pretty much the norm here. Now, if you don't like heat and you don't like 110, it does get hot here in the summer. You wouldn't think I'd say that, but it does. So I don't want you mad at me when you move here and then July, you're like, I didn't think it'd be this hot. Well, yeah, it's the desert and it gets hot. But I don't mind it. I'd rather deal with that than deal with the cold winters of Illinois and the gray skies. So that's why I left. Now check out this closet. Absolutely massive space for this home. Wraps around. So let me know, what do you think so far of this floor plan and this price point? If you spent any time online looking at homes for sale, you'll see just what you get for your money. And definitely not as much as it used to be when it comes to homes here. So if you like it, let me know. But even if you don't like it, if there's any homes you want to see, you have interest in, questions, just let me know and I'll get all that info over to you. If you want to work with me to help you buy a new home or resale, make sure you reach out to me first before you go meet with a builder. Now, if you don't want to work with me, that's great too. Obviously, you don't have to reach out to me. But if you do want to work with me, you have to reach out to me first instead of before you go to the builder. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for us to work together. Builder is not going to want to bring me on after they've already talked to you. So just my PSA there to avoid any headache down the road. I mean, full transparency, I am in this business to make money, but I like helping my clients. I like helping you guys move. Most of you are relocating here from somewhere else. I know what that's like. It's been 4 years since I moved here from Illinois. I've been in real estate for 12 years. Was in law enforcement for 13, homicide detective. So it's just, service is kind of what I've always loved. But it is, I am for profit. I think that's understood though. All right, let's go to the next one. This next home, this is the Lawrence Modern Elevation. Now, you can find this collection 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage. It's a 2-story home, a little over 2,200 square feet. Now, the Modern starts at a base price of $483,995. Now, the Spanish is the least expensive, starting at $469,995. So this home, as you see when we get in, nice and open. And again, they have some of these available as well. If you want the final pricing, info on those, just shoot me a message and I'll send all that over to you. So when you walk in, nice long hallway to get you to the living area, but right off to the right, where it's currently set up as a little office space. Now, as you see, as we get through this home, this could probably be set up as a bedroom. And we'll have to see how they have the rest of the design set up. But plenty of room here. Man, it might be a small bedroom, but for an office it works. And then you have storage closet space right here. So it might work really well for an office if that's something you wanted, or a bedroom, depending on, I guess, what it is you needed. Now to the right, we have a half bathroom. Pretty typical, and that will take you to the garage, but that is locked. Nice tall ceilings in here, plenty of windows, and nice big sliding door. I love the lot sizes here at this location compared to some new builds I go at where it just feels like you're on a postage stamp. Not the best. Now, if you like this area, they have 3 different collections. So right now we're at the least expensive, and for a while I'm going to be spending some time out here just showing each collection so that you get an idea of, I like this area, I'm looking for a little bit more, I can spend a little bit more. So if you have requests, send them my way. One thing, not the biggest pantry. I like the glass door. It's not a ton of space. I know earlier I said that was the garage, but actually that is the garage. So it takes you right into the kitchen. Little landing zone right there for whoever it is you're carrying, probably. Set up for a coffee bar. And if you notice, the countertop here kind of has a little sparkle to it. And then they use the same material for the backsplash. Personally, not my favorite, but that's me. They've used the polished for the hardware here. So it's very gray from the cabinets to the floor to the walls. Very gray. But this island is great size, plenty of room here as you see. And I love the pendant lighting that they've chosen. So we go from dining or kitchen to dining to living room. So I know some of you don't necessarily like that dining in the middle. That's kind of how this one is set up. So I'm going to ask you to vote when we're done. So we're going to be looking at 3. There's a second. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite floor plan. Kind of overlook the backyard design and the decor inside, but which home is your favorite floor plan? And more stairs, of course. So making up to the top of the stairs, the same type of window coverings we saw at the last home. And that will get you to other bedrooms. We'll get to those momentarily, but first, let's dive into this primary bedroom. Plenty of light in here. Bunch of windows. Great lighting in the ceiling. I like the contrast of the wall from what we have in the other ones. And into this big walk-in closet. Now, it's not the same as the one we saw earlier, but still, it should do the job. Still plenty of space in here. I mean, but really, for any new home, that's pretty standard, right? I mean, yeah, it's nice, great, first world problems, but for any brand new home, this is pretty typical. Uh-oh. You saw a video that was already like that. I didn't do it. Tile shower from the floor to the walls. A little window up there, a little light in. And the same countertop we saw in the... Oh, it's a little different, sorry. Just solid white, solid piece sink countertop. All right, so let's go check out those other 2 bedrooms and then go outside. So those of you who are watching, how soon are you looking to move? Are you moving from another state, or do you already live in Arizona? And how long have you been a viewer of this channel? So I recently went over 1,000 subs. I think I'm almost at 11 or 1,200, which has been nice. I started this channel a little over 2 years ago. I have another channel too that I really don't post on as much, and that was my bread and butter, but I like doing home tours more, and I can still answer questions that my clients have, especially when it comes to relocation. So this has been where I'm spending most of my time and effort and energy is on this channel, and also doing home tours on Instagram, some local stuff, just showing everyone what is out there. You have that fiberglass surround. Not my favorite, to be honest, but it's an easy fix if you wanted to change it. But that's also things they do to keep the price of these where it is. Now, if you want to spend more money on Toll Brothers, they definitely have it. At Marion Grove in Gilbert, they just sold that model. So it's gorgeous. They just finished the model, and they just sold that model for $3.4 million. So the models are great, right? Because you get everything in it. Really, the backyard design, that'd be why I would buy it. I don't necessarily care about the furniture or the art, but that backyard design is usually pretty impressive. Let's go outside before I fall down these stairs. And if you're not yet, and I say this every video, but make sure you're following me over on Instagram. Now, the last home we saw, the doors stacked all the way in the wall. This one does not have it, so that is almost always an upgrade. And different builders charge different pricing for that. So I'm not even going to give you an estimation, because I'm not sure what Toll is charging for that on these homes out here, but it's almost always an upgrade. So here, just to kind of give you an idea of the lot size, it really is a great space. Plenty to do with whatever you want. So let me know what you think of this one, but I'll see you over at the next house. Now, this last home we're looking at, this is the Chapin or Chapin Spanish. This home starts at $459,995. So you can get this home for a great deal, especially with those incentives I mentioned earlier. Again, if you want to see the details of what is available and the most up-to-date incentives, make sure either send me a message on Instagram or call, text, or email. So this home, you get 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage. It is a single story, thank gosh. And it is just under 2,000 square feet. Let's go inside and check this one out. So as soon as you walk in, as you see, nice long hall to get you to most of the home. But right here off the right, you have a full bathroom, and then you have your first bedroom. Not a big room by any means, but at least you have that space over there, which is nice. So you could put a dresser right there. So it's not the smallest rooms I've seen. The ceiling height definitely helps a lot here. And a pretty standard closet. I'm glad they have the air crank here, because the last one, I don't think it was on. And I'm getting a little sweaty walking around today. This is how I get all my steps in. It's when I'm doing these home tours. I like the tile. Love this shower, especially at this price point. I love that they didn't use a shower surround. Now we'll see what they've chosen to do in the others. Again, the home you get most likely will look different, especially the price point options that you select. So if you want to see the available homes and then all the specs that come with it, all the upgrades, everything, just let me know and I'll get all that over to you. So nice little space here. They have it currently set up for, I don't know, dining table of plants and books, playroom, whatever you want to use it for. Now that's going to take you to your garage, but that is locked. It's Again, this is the model. You have storage right there. As soon as you walk in, hang your coat up, whatever. Coat, like you need a coat here. I like this one has a utility sink. A pretty basic laundry room. And then into your kitchen, dining, and living space. So kind of more of a different type of setup than we've seen in some of the other homes as far as the island goes. But again, this is a single story home. Plenty of counter space here. I love the under cabinet lighting. And these cabinets you can't tell from the video, but it's nice to have a heavy cabinet door for once. So many of these homes I go through, and it's just, you can just tell it's cheap. It just feels like it's gonna fall apart and break, and it gets nicked and it doesn't get dented so easy. And here's your pantry. Not a huge space, but they definitely maximize space at this home. Again, its home is 1,991 square feet. So not small, but to fit 4 bedrooms in at this price point, you definitely have to think creatively. So I love the big stacking doors, and we will go outside here in a moment so I can show you that beautiful backyard. But I'm just gonna open these all the way up so you can get a feel as much as possible. So that does stack all the way in. So those will push all the way into the wall in that cavity. One of my favorite features. So have that open, especially on those beautiful days like today, before it gets 120. All right, so before we hit the primary and outside, we're gonna check out these bedrooms. So these are most likely are all going to be roughly the same size. All the guest bedrooms. Pretty similar, pretty standard, especially at this square footage and squeezing 4 bedrooms in here. Definitely not big rooms, but again, at this price point from Toll Brothers, this location, and to get a 4-bedroom house, it's just not the norm. Unfortunately, it's crazy to think that, but that's just kind of where it's going. But good thing for you is they have a lot of available homes, so that's where you can get the deals. That's where you can, usually, I'm not saying they will, but that is where I've had the most luck with my clients in new builds, negotiating and getting a better deal. And they're already offering $25,000 to be used either off the price of the home, closing costs, buy it under rate, and if you use a lender, $7,500. So there is, some money to be had to use to your advantage. So great space here. Obviously the backyard is a little smaller here since this is a single story home and more of the home is used in the backyard, but still plenty of room back here for them to put a pool in, have turf, patio space. Give you some ideas of how you would design your own home. Wait, hold on. I didn't show you guys the primary bedroom in this one. Sorry, we're gonna show that now. How can I miss that? So I love the faux wood beams they put in here. And again, just with the amount of window space and light coming in, great bonus. Now when you're building your home, pay attention to how it's facing. So how you want the sun hitting your home, think about that. Something I think maybe an afterthought. So some people want the sun, some people don't. Depends on, how you want your house to face. Nice tile shower. Dual sink. Same cabinet countertop setup we saw in the kitchen. And nice walk-in closet. Now we can go to the ending of the video. Thank you. I'll see ya. So what did you think about these homes? which one is your favorite. If you want some info, you want that list of all the available homes I have in my pocket, you want them up to date, I'd put it right there in the chat. I'd put it in the description, but it's going to be changing. So if you want what is active right now, what they have available, along with the incentives, just either reach out to me on Instagram, call me, text me, shoot me an email, and I'll get that over to you. But make sure you watch this next video. If you're looking to move to Arizona, you want to work with me, make sure, again, you reach out. I can't wait to talk to you, and I'll see you on the next tour.